Hi, welcome to the Stress Release Yoga class for our Women Entrepreneurs Over 40 Building Online Businesses Facebook group. I'm Viviane Wolfe. Hi, Severine. Hi. Thank you so much. I am live. Thank you for telling me. It's so funny because it always gives you the notifications a little delayed sometimes. So this is what real life is like. So not super scripted. rolling with all the punches and everything that happens. Just so you know, my name is Viviane Wolfe, and I am an online yoga teacher. I specialize in helping women over the age of 40 start yoga, develop yoga practices that work for them, and to get it more consistent in just their own self-care practices, movement and meditation and all the other things that come along with just taking really, really good care of yourself, which happens to be a complete holistic yoga practice. So, hi, Kayla. Thank you so much for inviting me and letting me do this class for you guys today. I am super excited to just share this really easygoing yoga class with you guys. And I just want to let you know that if you've never done yoga before, this is the perfect class for you. If you've done yoga a million times, this is the perfect yoga class for you. Right here, right now, we're always in the right place at the right time. For this particular yoga class, I would like to invite you to use props. In fact, the most important prop that you will need will be a chair. And some recommendations for the chair. Any chair will work. It's better if it doesn't swivel, like this chair swivels. It's better if it's not on wheels, like this chair is on wheels. So I am going to use this chair here. So you want to use a chair that isn't going to slide around on you and isn't going to shift on you. You can see my studio manager is in the studio today, so if she gets too upset, we might have to to take care of her for a minute. But so with that in mind, I would like to give you the rules. I don't like calling them rules. Guidelines. So the first guideline is that everything that I tell you, all the cues that I give you, they're just suggestions. Do what feels good in your body. Breathe in a way that feels good in your body. We practice something called ahimsa, which means non-harming, and that means non-harming yourself. This is not the no pain, no gain kind of club or kind of class that we're going to be in. This is no pain, period. Should feel good in your body, and if it doesn't feel good, then do something else. I hope that makes sense. And thirdly, just let go of expectations. We're not creating shapes. We're going for a feeling. So what we want to do is feel good in the body. It's less important that you hit a particular pose and make it look just right, and then freeze in it and make sure that you are holding it exactly as it needs to be. It's more important just to kind of feel how good it feels to be in that posture. So if you have any questions before we get started, go ahead and type them up in the comments. Then we will get started, and I will come back through at the end to chat a little bit. We can do a little Q&A if you want. And so yeah, okay. Let me take a sip of my water. All right, and I'm gonna roll this chair out of the way so you can see my practice chair. So just coming nice and easy into a seated posture on your chair. So I'm gonna face this way for a little bit, and then I'm gonna turn to the side. But you guys find whatever works for you here. So just nice, easy seated position. If it feels comfortable for you, close your eyes, or maybe just even soften your gaze. Look down the nose a little bit, and let your focus turn to your breath. Breathing through the nose if possible, just observing how the body responds to the breath. Feeling how the body expands as you breathe in, and how the body softens and relaxes as you breathe out. Good. Gently starting to bring the focus back. Whenever it feels good, we're just going to start a little shoulder roll, bringing the shoulders up and then back, inhaling them up, and then just letting them float back with the exhale. Little circles, nice and easy. Again, we're not trying to force anything. In my yoga classes, I tend to quote movies and books and things like that a lot, TV shows. So in this particular case, I'd like to quote Deadpool and say we are not going for maximum effort here. We're just going for whatever feels nice and juicy. Inhaling up, exhaling, releasing. Yeah. Just a couple more times. Good, and then we're going to reverse it. So then we bring the shoulders up and then down and forward. Inhaling them up, exhaling down. Using your own breath to determine this rhythm for yourself. Keeping the breath nice and full and slow. Not in a hurry. We're not trying to get to the grocery store or anything like that. We're just mindfully moving the body for just a short period of time. Good. And then just gently let that come to a rest. Maybe noticing how the body feels now after having done just that little bit of work. And then taking the right ear to the right shoulder, not forcing anything, just allowing gravity to do most of the work here, keeping the breath nice and full. And then when it feels good, inhaling, bringing the head back up. Exhale, the left ear to the left shoulder. Just keeping the focus on how it feels, worrying less about what it looks like. Just allowing each exhale to soften and relax in this pose. And then with an inhale, bringing the head back up. And let's look over the right shoulder. Again, nice and slow and easy. Keeping the shoulders facing forward. And then gently coming back to center. And then looking over the left shoulder. Or the opposite one. Doesn't matter which way you're going, really. Good, and then coming back to center. Nice and easy. Good. I'm going to turn to this. No, I'm not. We're going to take the legs a little wide. It might feel good to come to the edge of your chair to come into this wide-legged seated pose here. I'm going to keep this nice and gentle. And from here, we're just going to do a little twist. So taking the left hand and placing it on the right thigh. The right hand comes to the chair seat right behind the hip, or if you feel comfortable, you can hold onto the back of the chair. So you have some options here, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And then just starting to open to the right, maybe looking over the right shoulder. Breathing here. If it feels like it's becoming difficult to breathe, then ease out of this just a little bit. Come forward just a little further. We want to make sure that our breath stays nice and full, smooth and slow. Again, we're not in a rush and we're not forcing anything. One more big in-breath. And then with an exhale, gently releasing back to the center here. And then we'll do the other side. So taking the right hand to the left thigh, the left hand comes to the chair seat right behind the hip, or the chair back, whatever feels more comfortable for you. If you're like me and you have to lean forward to get to that, then it might be better just to place the hand on the seat. So we're just gonna open up to the left, looking over the left shoulder, taking it nice and easy. One more big breath in. And then exhale, gently coming back to center. Good. With an inhale, we're going to bring the hands up nice and high, take up a lot of space. And then with an exhale, we bring the elbows down, knitting the shoulder blades together. So opening up the heart just a little bit. Inhale, reach up high again. We're going to do this several times. Exhale, elbows down. Now we're going to incorporate a little breathing here. So big in-breath through the nose. Exhale, we're going to breathe out through the mouth with our tongue out. It's called lion's breath. It's one of my favorite things ever. So big in-breath. Exhale, lion's breath. Make it as silly as you want. I can't see you, so you don't have to be embarrassed. Just have a good time with it. One more time. The biggest, loudest lion's breath ever. Good. Inhale, reaching the hands up high. Exhale, we're going to tip over to the right, bringing the right hand to the inside of the right leg. Opening up the left arm high. And it might feel good to look down, or it might feel good to look up, or you might try going between the two. Just seeing how it feels, breathing here. And then with an inhale, coming back up. And exhale over to the left. Nice and easy, bringing the hand to the inside, the arm to the inside of the leg, reaching the right arm high. Uh-oh, here comes the manager. Watch out. And then with an inhale, bringing the hands back up. And then exhale, gently letting them come down to the legs. And then we're going to heel toe our legs back in and just observe how it feels now to be sitting and breathing. Now I'm going to turn to the side, but you stay right where you are. I just want you to be able to see these next couple of flows nice and really clearly. So with our hands in front, hands on our knees here, we're going to go into a little cat-cow. So as you inhale, I want you to lift your heart and lift your throat, bringing the whole body, like we're lifting it up towards the corner where the ceiling meets the wall. And then as you exhale, I want you to bring your belly button to your spine and send your spine toward the back of your chair. Let your head bow, your shoulders come forward. And we're going to flow through that with the breath. Inhaling, lifting the heart, lifting the throat. Exhale, sending the spine back, belly button to spine, head drops. Just a few more times, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, last time. Exhale, really arching the back, letting the head bow. Ooh, good. And then coming back and breathing here in our neutral kind of mountain pose here, seated mountain pose. Just observing how the body feels. Good. And then from here, we're going to go into a little modified sun salutation. We're going to do the whole thing seated in this chair. So it's going to feel really, really nice. I'm going to start by bringing the hands together over the heart, coming into what I'm going to call seated mountain, right? And then with the next in-breath, again, keeping our breath slow and full and smooth. We inhale, bringing the hands up high overhead. If it feels good, your eyes can follow your hands. Exhale, we're going to bend over our legs. So setting our arms forward and either touching the ground or our feet or our ankles or our shins, whatever feels most comfortable for us. Just let the head hang over. And then bringing the hands to the knees, we inhale and send the crown of the head away from the tailbone. So we lengthen through the spine, lifting just a little bit. Exhale, fold it back over. The head is heavy. Inhale, rolling up to the spine, reaching the arms up high. Exhale, hands come together over the heart. And we're going to repeat this a few more times. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, let the head be heavy. Inhale, halfway up, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go through this all one more time. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold over. Just let your head hang down. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold it over. Soft, rolling up through the spine. I'm pretending like I'm standing. Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, hands together over the heart. Take a breath or two here with the hands pressed together, giving them just a little bit of tension. Feeling the breath, feeling how the body is responding to the breath here. Good, and then releasing the hands back to the lap. So, next we're going to come in to the front of the chair. If you have slid back into the back of your chair, that's totally okay. We're going to come to the edge of the chair again. We're going to take our right knee and pull it up towards the chest. Again, everyone's going to be a little bit different here, so just do whatever feels best for you. If you need to, you can hold onto your pant leg to pull it up. You can also use a strap or a dish towel or something like that. You can even lean back into your chair a little bit, pull it up as high as you feel comfortable. We're going to take just a breath here. Create a little compression in the front of the hip. And then we're going to take our right foot and place it on our left thigh and come back to a seated position. So our seated pigeon pose. And just let gravity do the job here. Again, there's a couple of options to either make this more comfortable if it feels very intense, or to make it a little more intense if you desire that. Again, we're not going for maximum effort. We just want this to feel good. So to make it feel more good, if it's really intense, lean back, place your hands on the seat behind your hips and lean back, or you can just rest back as far as you want to go here. To intensify it a little bit, you can start to bring your arms forward and kind of hang over here. But be careful you don't put too much pressure on your knee. I'm going to make sure that this still stays nice and safe for all of your joints and keep them feeling happy. Wherever you are in this pose, you can even just stay upright if that feels better for you. Just take a few breaths. Good, and we're gonna gently bring the knee back to the chest just so we can release the foot and bring it back onto the floor. And then we're gonna take our left leg and pull it up towards the chest. Again, doing this in whatever way feels most comfortable for you, leaning all the way back if that's available to you, holding on to your pant leg, using even a strap or something like that to pull it up. Everyone's going to be a little different. It's going to feel different for everybody. Should feel good. But creating just a little bit of compression in the front of the hip here. Good, and then we're going to take our left foot and place it on the right thigh. Coming to a seated position here, opening the left knee up. And again, you might have to adjust this a little bit to make it feel good in your body. And so that might mean leaning back to help it feel a little more open, or leaning forward over the leg if that feels comfortable for you. Wherever you are, we're going to take just a few breaths here. And then using the hands to help bring that knee back up so we can release the left foot and let it come down onto the floor. So here, let's go ahead and come into a nice, easy seated position so you can have your feet flat on the floor. Feel very stable and grounded. Let the hands rest on the thighs here. We're going to take a few moments just to focus on our breath. So, close your eyes or soften your gaze, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Just let your internal focus kind of turn in. And just notice your breath. To start with, just notice your breath. Just notice how as you pay attention to it, it already is going to organically slow down and become deeper. And now I'm going to invite you to even out your inhale and your exhale and see if you can lengthen them to a count of 4. So taking 4 counts to breathe in and 4 counts to breathe out. And that count can be fast or slow, 4 seconds or 4 beats of any speed, whatever feels most comfortable for you, as long as it's the same going in and going out. Four beats in and 4 beats out. Good. Now I'm going to invite you to stretch that inhale to 6 beats and stretch the exhale to 6 beats. So 6 beats inhaling and 6 beats exhaling. One more time like that. Inhaling for 6 beats. And exhaling for 6 beats. Last thing we're going to do is add a 2-beat pause in between. So breathing in for 6 beats, holding for 2, and breathing out for 6 beats. If this ever becomes too intense, just go back to breathing in for 4, breathing out for 4. Breathing in for 6, holding for 2, and breathing out for 6. One more time. Inhale for 6. Hold for 2. And breathing out for 6. And let that go and just breathe naturally. Just allowing yourself to move into a place of conscious, seated relaxation. So just taking a moment here to do nothing. Let the body be still. Let the mind be a little more quiet. And allow your exhale to take you deeper into yourself. And then as we start to come back slowly, allow some movement to come into your fingers and your toes. Might feel good to tap your thighs with your fingers, or maybe rub the tips of your fingers with the pad of your thumb. Maybe starting to do the wrists and the ankles. If it feels good, inhaling, reaching the hands up high, letting the eyes open. Exhale, bring your hands together over your heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And let it go with a sigh. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. I hope you feel less stressed, less tense, and that you have a marvelous winter holiday. Thank you again to Kayla for letting me come in here and share this practice with you. I'm going to stay on the feed for just a little bit longer to answer any questions. But until next time, peace.